Sophia here from my great challenge. It is Sunday, June the 2nd. Busy day for me, and unfortunately for some of you, a lot of it is going to be related to the Etsy and marketplace business because we're busy. So what am I doing today? Okay, first, yesterday Tubby and I spent the day in the garage and we cleaned out, restored, and listed every single item we got in the past 2 weeks off the curb. And that was quite a lot of items, and pretty much all of them have sold already. Were sold. The people are coming in today. So I have to be here today because he's got to work. He's out of here, and Scott's got stuff to do. I have to wait for people to come in and be able to give it to them. So there's a bunch of patio chairs, metal patio chairs, a lot of plant stands. The cast iron urn sold yesterday. Somebody came in. I have a terracotta plant, a whole bunch of stuff that's going out. But you can see on this side of the table that there's a lot of stuff right here. Most of it is new finds, garage sale finds, and thrift shop finds from this week, and then the rest is stuff that I'm behind in posting. So what I'm doing is going on, because I gotta do it, I'll put my glasses on first. What I'm doing is going on my spreadsheet, and I have to list all the stuff. I gotta put it up on the spreadsheet because otherwise I'm gonna forget it. So I'm just gonna open the spreadsheet, and it's open already. And I need to put all the stuff up. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of what I got. And that's not the right one. I want 530 version. I'm gonna give you a quick tour of what I got so you have an idea of what's coming up on the Etsy shop. I've done some consulting with a lot of Etsy sellers who also happen to have YouTube channel, and they all said that if I stop showing the stuff that I get, then people are not gonna go and check out my Etsy. So they find that having the backup of the YouTube channel is really, really helpful because you kind of advertise for your stuff, right? So I thought I was gonna not do that anymore because I didn't want this channel to become this. It's not, but for today's video it's gonna be. Well, no, not really, because I got quilting and other stuff to do. So these are from 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I'm behind. So I've been posting. I only have one single one of those. This is really cool. This is a Exxon Mobil, Exxon gas, and it's got the Exxon Tiger on it. It's very vintage, but it's like the international stuff. So it says put a tiger in your motor or your engine in several languages. So that's gonna go up for sale. I wish I had more than one, but no. These are Libby stamp album fruit cups. They are in excellent condition. I have 6 of those, I think. Okay. This is swivel glass or swizzle. Let's read it. Swizzle glass. Vintage. I have 4 of the one with the design. They are dirty. I gotta clean them. I have 4 of the one with the grape design, and they're from the 60s. And I have 6 of the plain one. They're very mid-century modern to me. At least the ones without the design. Okay, and then I got 4 of these Pennsylvania Railroad. I guess they would be liquor type glasses, like when you were on the train and the train used to be fancy, because let's face it, Amtrak sucks. It really does. So they used to give you like really nice drinks when they were fancy, but no more. Okay, so these are probably the oldest of all the things I'm going to show you. This one right here is a platter from Bavaria. I can't read the name, but it says Bavaria on it, and it says Les Crêpes. all in French. That's pretty cool. Pottery fans like me, you're gonna love this. This is the cutest little thing. And yeah, it was $1.99. It's signed, and it's a little picture. Brown drip, very pretty. Talking of picture, this is a, what's the name of it? Hadley. This is a Hadley Pottery, Massachusetts picture. Very pretty. This one, never heard of the guy. Robert Gordon? I think it's Robert Gordon. Yeah, Robert Gordon, Australia. Very pretty vase. It's got that speckle on it. It's excellent condition. This is a Silverville something, Tennessee. So it's pottery from Tennessee. It's got that very interesting design with leaves and kind of like a sand storm type design. This is glazed on the inside but not on the outside. It's very pretty. These, I believe I showed you before. They gotta get listed. This is really, really cute. I gotta wind it. This is a Schmidt porcelain music box. It's got a little clown, and then it's got the little bear that comes out, and then he comes back down. And it's in super, super good condition, except for one tiny, you can't even see it. It's so tiny. There's a little tiny chip right here. But anyway, so that's great for a nursery. Anybody who collects clowns. Let me put this way. So it's mechanical, obviously, and the little bear comes in and out of the box. I'm not into clowns personally, but I know that a lot of people are, and his face is really, really darling. If only it would be in focus. Could you please focus? There we go. Yes, you see that? And the bear is pretty cool too. So I like this. I don't know how much I'm gonna sell it for, but again, it's in really, really good condition, and it's signed by whoever painted it. Love this. Okay, talking about dolls and stuff, I've never heard of them. This is a Zempiva. All right, so I found out they're called spaghetti dolls, and look at this little darling. And they're called spaghetti dolls because of the way the hair is. You see how the hair is? It's like porcelain that looks like spaghettis, I guess. She's a seated doll. Her face is as cute as the little clown. She's really cute. If you have a little girl that's a red hair, or ginger like we call them, I don't mind saying that because Scott is a red hair. Maybe she'd like that. I don't know. It's really, really cute, and it's in excellent condition, and it comes with its box. So put her back right in here. That's what's coming up on Etsy soon. Okay, these Cronin Pottery USA. I got 2 of these pots. This is same thing, 60s, late 50s, early 60s. This is the tulip pattern. They are in mint condition. I don't think they were ever used. I'm lucky like that. Sometimes I find really, really good stuff. Okay, this one here. This, my friends, is a set of 6 teacup and saucer, Villeroy and Bach, or Villeroy and Bosch, like my mom would say. And I think the pattern is called, let me see. I'm trying to find where I can read the pattern. I think the pattern is called Ampola or something like that. So I got it for under 10 bucks. They are worth a lot of money. Just like the Gien. You can resell them for at least 15, if not more, a teacup and saucer, but I'm not going to sell them for that. I'm just saying, you know, that's going to be up for sale. I don't know yet what the price is going to be, but it's probably going to be more like 10 bucks a piece. They are really cute. It's, you know, it's high-end. The poppies in blues, purples, and red, very nice. So this one, she's in really, really good condition, except for a little tiny scratch on top of the ear. Made in Taiwan, 1950s porcelain cat, still has a little tassel. They call them glamour cat, actually, because she looks real, you know, glamorous. She's not very tall, but adorable nonetheless. So that's gonna go up. This is a Homeco Fairy Light in the American pattern. Not very expensive. Probably can sell it for $15, $17, something like that. Move that to the side. Okay, this is a very old vintage recipe box. It's all dovetailed. It's got all the, you know, hardware on it, and then it opens up like this, and you put your recipe in there. I don't have the divider. There used to be a divider right here, so you could do like desserts on one side and then the rest of the stuff, but I'm sure somebody's gonna be very happy to get that. I don't know, I won't sell that for a lot of money. This one here, okay, so it's got some kind of weird damage here, that looks like heat something. Do we want to do another tray experiment? No, but it's really cool. I love it. It's small. It has a chip right here. I'm gonna see what I can do with this here. I think that if I just put some kind of shellac clear one this time around, or wax, maybe it will bring back the color. So that's that. And oh, there's this. I didn't show you this one. Elizabeth just sent me 2 of those. One of them, they're both the same. One of them is going to go up for sale. The other one I'm keeping. It's the old English luster, made in England. I don't know how old they are, but that's a picture basically. You can use it as a vase. It's a transferware, I believe. Yeah, and it's gold. How about that? It's really cool. And then the rest you've seen, it's the stuff from the last time. So that's what's going on. I have to take all of those items and put them into the computer for listing. And then I got to take pictures of a majority of them, start boxing. So I'm not going to see you for a while, because I need to plug in all of these items. I still didn't open the right one. I gotta find it. This is not good if I start losing the spreadsheet. Anyway, I gotta find the spreadsheet, and then I have to put all of this stuff in there, even though it's not listed yet. But the reason why I'm doing that is because I paid for it, so it's deducting from the net profit. It shows as a red on one side of the spreadsheet. And then when it gets sold, of course, it shows as a green, but that gives us a good indication of where we are with net profit. So I will see you in a bit. I have my coffee here with me. It's going to take me probably an hour to do that. It is 9:45, so I'll see you around 11 o'clock. So literally spent over an hour doing that, but the sheet, the spreadsheet is updated, and I have one couple that came in to grab the black metal chairs, so I sold that for 40 bucks. That was a curb find, so yeah, me. Do you know what this is? I just showed them to you earlier. These are actually, they have a name. I thought it was just egg cups. It's egg cobbler, egg cuddler, and when you use them, it's called egg cuddling. Or coddling. I have never used those before. We never had them in France. Not that I remember. What we had are egg cups. I'm going to show you. They are like this, and you would just get your soft-boiled egg and then put it in here. There was a special pair of scissors you would cut the top of your egg with, and then you would dip your toast in it. But this, I think, don't quote me on this, I think this is originating from England. And those are, Elizabeth sent them to me. They are from Royal Dorchester, if you can see that right there. So, but it looks like porcelain glass, milk glass, actually, but very, very heavy. But I think it might be ceramic. I'm not sure. I really don't know anything about those. Man, my glasses are filthy. Hold on. So, what do you do with them? you put an egg in it, apparently, and you put it in water, hot boiling water for 7 minutes, and you end up having a egg cup. Do you want to try an egg cup in the egg coddler? No?
Not really.
Okay.
Because I already had breakfast.
Oh, okay. So I had to do some research and find out how to use this. I'm currently boiling water. I'm gonna try it because I've never had it before. They're really cute. They would make great vases too, by the way. So this one has, what is it, a peach? Apricot. I'm gonna call it an apricot. And currants on the other side, but this bunch of other models. So you're supposed to put butter in it. I'm gonna put Pam. Yeah, works the same. So I'm gonna put some Pam in there, like that. Because what it does is that it keeps it from sticking, right? And all you have to do is add an egg and a little bit of milk, and then you dip it in your water and boil for 7 minutes. Let's find out how this works, because I'm very intrigued. So, let's break an egg. And put it in there. And add a little tiny bit of milk. And I wonder if you can add cheese and other stuff. I don't know. Okay. And then you're supposed to close it again. Almost at boiling point. I'm just going to add water so that it covers all the way up to where I know the egg is. And we're going to wait 7 minutes and see what happens. So if this works out, I'll tell you what, it's probably more useful than this, because this gets really dirty. You know, you dip your toast, the egg yolk overflows, you get stuff all over the place. Sometimes the eggshell gets stuck in there. You gotta clean this. I don't know. I think that if this is working, guess who's gonna eat more eggs in the morning? The kids, because that's cute. Oops, somebody's coming to pick up something. Hold on. Okay, I'm excited to try this. They are hot, not gonna lie. Okay, oh, that looks pretty good. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the inside, right? Just gonna add a little bit of salt. A little bit of peppercorn. Yeah, this is still hot. I don't know how long you can keep them like that before the oh, you see what it looks like inside? Okay, so these have cooked a little bit too much, but let's try it. I think it's a really interesting concept. I just got an issue with the heat on the cup. I just don't know how long it takes before the cup becomes manageable. That's an egg. It's really good. This one's, I think I cooked a little bit too long, because it's not, you know, like I can dip a toast in it. It's the yolk is not gooey, is what I'm trying to say. But this is pretty good. I like the concept. It's pretty much a poached egg. Yeah, and it's easy to clean. Huh, who would have thought? Egg coddling. Never heard of it before. The cups are really, really cute. There's all sorts of design, and you know what? They go for quite some money on Etsy. It's like one is like $12, $15. Some of them are even more than that. I guess depending on who the manufacturer and the design and the age. I don't even know how old these are, but it's totally foreign to me as a concept. So I'm pretty happy I tried that. I probably will do it again. The only thing is the cup is hot. So it's not super practical for kids, just saying. But I can see myself serving that for brunch, you know, when my in-laws and my mom is coming, or that could be really, really cool. And it's easier to clean. You don't have shells all over the place. You just grab this, put it in the dishwasher, you're done. So, hey, Elizabeth, thank you for sending me those. I like it. Scott just got back from all this, thought I'd share a little bit. Look, it's not even 1 o'clock, okay? He's doing it earlier and earlier. Oops. Okay, so we have kidney beans and cat food. I guess he's gonna make his infamous burritos. You guys still not seeing a video for. I have no idea. It's not like I don't badger him over that. Tropical mango passion. This is delicious, but boy, do I not need to eat this. There's a granola and the everything but the zinc cookies and bread. More granola here. I guess he's eating granola. I'm not touching it. It says. And the crispy oats. That's the fake Oreos. Yes, yes. It looks like there's going to be burritos in our future. We got some flour tortilla, lots of coffee and napkins. It's a small haul. We didn't get a lot. Well, he didn't get a lot. We got ground beef, that's 80%. That's for me. Black Forest ham, turkey breast, and what is that? Genoa or salami. Okay, that's not for me. And cheese. This is to make light sandwiches. We got non-fat Greek yogurt, frozen vegetables, guacamole, 2 juices for the kids, and over here we have salsa water. Hi.
Hi.
We can see you. You're backlit. Okay, better. I'm taking pictures of stuff I'm going to post for Etsy, but I have to stay here in order for the people to come in and pick up stuff. So, what do you want to do for lunch? Because
yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Are you hungry?
no, not really.
Me neither.
Okay.
But we do have to think about it because they'll creep up on us.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
All right.
Probably get sandwiches.
Subway.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. I just listen. Saturday and Sunday, I don't have time to make lunch.
Yeah, nobody feels like cooking, you know.
I don't blame us. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep putting stuff up for sale. I have the kitchen is in total disarray again. I have the clown music box that's coming up. I gotta figure out what else I'm gonna put up, but that's really what I'm doing for. Alright, I'm gonna do that for 2 hours and then I'll move down to some quilting, perhaps. Back in business. I spent 3 hours packing stuff and putting it on Etsy, but what is this nonsense here? This is a hurricane lamp from 1973. It's also called a Gone with the Wind lamp, and it's beautiful actually. It's hand painted. It's gonna go on Etsy. The top part here, you see that? Look at this. It's hand painted. It's iridescent blue, and the bottom part is right here. Right, I don't know if you can see. So it goes this way. I'm gonna try to show you without busting anything. Okay, so basically the lamp goes like this, right? And it's a 3-way, so there's a bulb in the base and there's a bulb in here. So one click, it only shows this bottom part here, which ends up being like a night light. Or another click, it shuts that one off, and then this one turns on. And then a third click, both of them are on. They were very, very popular in the 70s. A lot of people are seeking those again. Here's the original plug. So they're back in fashion, I guess. A lot of people like them. This one is interesting because it's iridescent blue. I don't know if you can see the iridescence on it. But why did I dismantle it? Well, because there was an issue, and I'm gonna have to close up on that. There was an issue with this part here. Let me find the key. So the key itself goes on a shaft, which I need to put on for you. Hold on. All right, so the key goes on the shaft, right? And the shaft's gotta be, you see how it's pretty long? It's gotta be extended because of the base part where this goes in. And then at the end of it, there's this little gizmo here, which is very similar to clockwork. And you see how it's got groove? Okay, so when you turn, poof, it opens up and gets into contact with one part of the lamp. When you turn it again, it goes into contact with the other part of the lamp, and then when you turn it again, it goes in contact or allows contact for both. And these are the parts that allow contact. Well, those were all worn out, and what happened is that when you would turn this to have just the bottom part of the light or the lamp, the light would start flickering and it would not make proper contact. So I had to disassemble the whole head here to get those out because they're no good. But this is still good, and so is the shaft, and so is the key. So what I did is that I went ahead and I purchased a replacement three-way, except that this one comes with a plastic, and that's not what I want to use. So if I plug that back in, you're going to be able to hear it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, but this is too short. It needs to be extended, and I also want to keep the original key. So what I did is that, and you can buy those at your regular hardware stores, that you buy these things here, and they are basically extenders. They're very similar to the extenders you would use for scrapbooking albums. So you just put those together like this, and it gives you an extended shaft. And then you get your key back. So what I plan on doing is putting the extender right here. I may not need two. I'm just showing you that you can extend it way more. Okay, and then I put this back. And now my mechanism works. And then all I gotta do is rewire it. So let me get started and show you what I'm doing with the lamp. Okay, so what I want to do here is that I want to keep this part of the lamp because that's the original. I'm trying to keep as many original parts as possible. So I'm not gonna need this. This is the new one, so that can go. And now I'm gonna remove this part here so you can see the inside, because that's where you're going to reconnect all your wires. Okay. Alright, so I don't need that. Now there's a sequence that you want to do this, and I don't know if I can really zoom in. That's the best I can do. They gotta be done in a sequence. So you see there's one wire that's a single here, there's a wire that's a single right here, and then there's two wires together, which is basically a repeat of this one and this one, but they're together into this little hook right here. And that's when you turn and you get different contacts. So if I turn once, this single one gets lit up. I turn another time, this single one here gets lit up, and then I turn another time and the two of them combined gets lit up. So that's how you get the bottom light, the top light, and then both light together. But they have to be connected in a separate way as well on this. And if you look at this part here, you'll notice that I have different screws. I have metal one, which, by the way, generally speaking, the metal one is the one, it's the one that looks, you know, like metal. It's not like a copper and alloy or anything. This one is the one that usually takes the two cables together, the two wires. And then you have one here that looks more like a copper or brass color. And then there's another one on this side that's like a black one. Okay, so that black one and that copper one or brass one or whatever it is that some of them have different colors. You could have a white and a black. So that one would be a single. That one right here would be a single. But the big metal one is the one that has the doubles. So you start by screwing in one, then you go clockwise and you do the next one, and then you do clockwise and you go to the one that's the double. Okay, so let me go in here, and I have my screwdriver, and all I'm going to do is basically undo all of my screws. You don't want to take them out. I'm just going to give myself enough space where I can wrap the wire around the screw. You see the little space right here? Okay, and then I'm doing the same thing here. I'm giving myself enough space so that I can wrap the wire around it, and then do the same thing with this one here. So when you take out the whole part here, it's an easy way to find out how to do it, because what you gotta do is that you see how the big one, right? The one that takes the both. And I have my hook right here. If I just put it this way, then I'm gonna have one on this side and then one on this side. So I'm gonna start by screwing this one on. And all I gotta do is do the same thing basically. I'm gonna do like a little hook like this, right? And I just place it, make a better hook. I just don't know if I can show you, if on camera it's showing. So I just put it between the screw and the contact plate that's behind it. Right? And then I screw it in. So what it does is that it basically attaches and secures in place my wire. So that's not going anywhere. So then I'm going to do the one that's a single. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make a little hook like this, right? And I'm going to place it in between the screw and the contact plate like that, and I'm going to screw it in place. Right, okay. And then the last one is the big one, the one that has both. And I already have the hook taken care of on that. So I just put it like this and screw this part in. I've decided I'm going to use the old housing instead of putting the new one. I just put that back in here, and it's got to be flushed here, right? You don't want it to fall into it. Okay, and then this part goes right here, and this goes all the way down. Okay, and then this needs to be crimped. Back together. Okay. I'm pulling the wire on the other side. Okay, here we go. Alright. So if I pull my wire and I have my new housing in here, this little plastic thing lands inside on here. That's the reason why I want to have an extender. And very obviously, I'm going to need 2 extenders. So this is where it's getting a little bit difficult to do, because what I have to do now is re-pull the wire. I was just trying to show you how that works. And I got to put 1 extender on, enough so that it pokes through the hole right here. Okay, I'm going to try to catch this part right here where the key, the plastic key, would have gone. And yeah, I got it. So you hear it? Okay. So this goes here now. Sounds good. Alright, so let me put this thing back on. Don't mind Edward playing saxophone. Okay, so next, this part right here has to screw onto the shaft that goes through the entire lamp, and the wires are inside that shaft. So this can be crooked right now, it doesn't really matter. But that socket somehow needs to get the shaft screwed in. So I don't know if you can tell, but let me move my camera a little bit. I have my hand going in there, and what I'm doing is that I'm turning the shaft and I'm getting it to screw into the socket. Now, I don't want to turn the socket, because what happens if I turn the socket is that it's going to turn the wires, and my wires are going to get all messed up. So I'm trying to get the shaft screwed onto the socket. And the beagle, of course, has got to chime in, right? And the whole thing is probably easier to do if you remove the key, by the way, which I did. So you want to keep a little bit of play and not screw the whole thing in. So you don't, that little bolt that's right here, you don't want to screw it in all the way in, because remember, I got to figure out where the hole is now to try to get my key back in. Okay. Alright, so before I reassemble everything, I'm just going to check, make sure the three-way works. So here's the little one that goes under, here's the one on top, and this is the one together. Turn it off. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Alright, so let me remove the little bulb here. Let me remove the big bulb here. It's not hot, so I can touch it. And now I gotta reassemble the whole thing. So I'm gonna move this up. I'm gonna pull my wires, and then there's a shaft, right? That's over at the end here. And I gotta make sure it gets inserted into that little hole. So there's a nut right here, okay? So what you do is that you got to unscrew it to give you more room with the shaft, okay? And you keep on doing that until you get enough of the shaft to come out this way, so that you can tighten the bolt here at the bottom, and you tighten it by holding the top, so that way not the whole thing turns, right? And then there's a little plastic cap that you put over here, and it basically tightens and closes out the whole thing. Now this one here is for the little bulb. So I put that back in, and it's got this little clip thing here. So I'm gonna do this, right, and it closes it like this. All right, and this wire technically should be, you know, put to the side here. All right, let's turn that right side up this way. All right, let me turn it back on, see if it works. Ready, Scan? 1, that's the one at the bottom. 2, the one on the top. And 3, the two together. Yes, fix the lamp. So it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just repaired the lamp. And it's gonna be on Etsy probably sometimes next week. If you want the lamp, you know it works because I fixed it. So if you want a lamp fixed by Sophia, head out to my Etsy shop. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna sell it for. Those go for a serious amount of money on Etsy. Like some people want like $150 for those. I'm not gonna sell it for that much. Plus it's missing the chimney, but those are super easy to get. So I don't know. 90, 95, maybe something like that. I don't know, I gotta think about it. But the lamp is as old as I am. It's 46 years old. It's got plenty of life left, now that it's got the top part fixed, the three-way mechanism. It will be well packed. So if you're interested, just check out the Etsy shop. The link is down below, and I am done for today. I just didn't have time to film much, but just sharing with you what my Sunday was like. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, you guys. Bye.